and it rocks. All right. Hello, y'all. Today we are talking about how the transformation starts with a transaction. So today we're talking about pricing and money and the relationship between money and the results that you want to offer your clients. So I'm going to start with a story. And let me tell you this really quickly before we get started. I am pre-recording. So if you are asking questions in the comments, I actually am not going to see them today. Today is my daughter's spring break. So we're going to head to Charleston and go to the beach. And so I am pre-recording this for you, and it will play at the regular time, and you will be able to get it in the podcast just like you always do. All right. So I am going to tell you a story about the very beginning of my business. So one of the very first fitness business kickstarts I ever did, let me give you a little rundown on the way my business works. I do the Fitness Business Kickstart. It gets people a lot of momentum and progress, and they love it. It changes a lot of lives. Just that thing, the Fitness Business Kickstart, has changed a lot of freaking lives, like a lot of freaking lives, because I teach people how to get their business started or kickstarted, right? So, so I do this Fitness Business Kickstart, and then at the end, I start talking about my full 12-month program, and it's the Fitness Business Accelerator. And some people join and some people don't. It really depends on where they are and what their belief in themselves is and all kinds of factors. So one of the very first times that I did the Fitness Business Kickstart, I was at the end of the week and I was talking to a lot of people about whether or not they wanted to join the full program. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm communicating. It's like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm communicating via direct message with some of the participants who are still on the fence about joining the full program. And my dad and my husband were there and they were watching sports. And it was like the last night that the cart was closing on the full program. So before I went to bed, I made this offhand remark to my husband and my dad. And I said, "Oh, I just made an extra $10,000 by having those extra conversations." And then all of a sudden I see this look on my dad's face, like shock, disbelief, like doubt, like he's doubting me. He's doubting himself. He is just floored that I just said that. And then came the questions. "Well, I don't understand. How can you make that money just sitting here on the couch? How do they get their money back? Is what you're doing legal?" All of the questions. And if you were raised in a family like me, your parents were working and they lived paycheck to paycheck or pretty close to it. The thought of making 10,000 extra dollars in one night sitting on the couch just isn't something most people can wrap their brains around. It literally blows their brains up. Most people, it literally blows their brains up. The thought of sitting on the couch and making $10,000 and the thought of making like really big amounts of money is something that people cannot deal with. And that's okay. That's okay. Now, most of us that do our client acquisition through marketing events and launches. So, like if you're doing boot camps and challenges, and then you're pitching at the end and you're bringing people into your program, you understand that what I'm describing, $10,000 in one night, is normal because a large percentage of your customers will buy at the last minute. And because in a launch scenario like that, where you're doing a big marketing event and then you don't bring anybody in between marketing events, $10,000 is just a percentage of what that entire event should make. So I want you to answer this question. I know I told you I'm pre-recording. I still want you to answer this question for me in the comments because I will see it. How many here would be mind blown to bring in an extra $10,000 in a few days, especially knowing that you're really about to change the lives of the customers that are coming in and paying you that money? So I want to hear, would that blow your mind, or does that feel like what you're working on? All right. So I tell you that story, and it may have tweaked you and got your dander up because you were ready to like defend me against my dad's questions. But when you sell a transformation and you charge what that transformation is worth, right? My transformation is I take you from gym employee to fully empowered, thriving entrepreneur. If you charge what that transformation is worth, you get used to these types of comments. So I was not offended by my dad's questions because to him, it's not normal to make large sums of money like that. And it's not normal to make large sums of money like that selling an intangible thing. A transformation is an intangible thing. All of us, as fitness coaches and health coaches, are most likely selling some sort of result or transformation. So here's how I reacted to my dad. I took a deep breath and I started to explain. Dad, most gym owners make under $35,000 each year, let alone instructors and trainers. A lot of times they are making even less than that working for a facility. If you were overworked and underpaid for years on end, but you absolutely were committed and you knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that you can and should be changing people's healths and their lives for the better, wouldn't you be looking under every rock to figure out how to make that work? And so, Dad, if I came along and showed you a way to solidify your income, and then I told you I have a system on top of what I've already taught you that would get you to where you're making $50 to $100,000 a year, and then keep going from there. And if you believed me because you had already gotten results just from being in my ecosystem and hearing some of what I teach, wouldn't you think it was worth it to invest a couple $1,000 in order to make that happen? I mean, it's like why did we go to high school? Why did we go to college? We were investing our time in making that happen. And in college, you're investing your time and your money in making that career happen. So wouldn't you invest that, especially if I was able to remove the risk with some simple guarantees? And he was like, okay, I get it. And that's how it's done. We as transformational coaches, we are obligated to charge what we are worth to our clients. And today I'm going to show you why and how. Now, stay to the end. I've got some big points for you and some big things for you to think about. At the end, I have promised you already that I was going to tell you all about the new pricing and structure and benefits to my full program. So I am going to give you that at the end. This episode may end up going a little bit long, but it's going to be full of gold, full of gold. Stay to the end. All right. Before we get started, let me say this. This is the Fit Pros business show for professional fitness and health coaches. I'm Kelly Coulter. I led a dual career in fitness and marketing for 20 years. Since then, I have helped thousands of fit pros bootstrap their businesses quickly without all the drama while creating a profit from day one. That's what bootstrapping is, y'all. My mission is simple. As pros, we all have a unique mix of experiences, expertise, and personality that make us perfect to serve our own audience. It's my mission to help you find and serve that audience. I want you to serve the clients you love and make real money doing it. That's why I give you my step-by-step method on how to get your first clients and how to get your next clients. This show is where I empower you by teaching you the tools and skills that give you choices in your career. Okay, now are you ready to make an impact? Let's get started. I want to talk first about why it's important that we charge what we're worth. So I'm not even going to go into specific numbers. Actually, I will a little bit further down the road. But let's talk first about why it's important. I want to start here. This is how we normally determine price as fitness professionals. Y'all, let me know if I'm wrong or off base here. How we normally determine price. We do some market research. So we look at other trainers in the area. We look at the small studios. We look at what is everybody charging, right? So we take that and we kind of average it out. And then we go lower because we want to be quote unquote competitive, right? So we go lower. Then, in order to make sure that we are adding value, we add more services to that already low price and we create this race to the bottom. We are new business owners. We don't know any better. And so we think we have to be competitive with all the other guys around us. Little do we realize those other guys around us are friggin' broke. They are flat broke. So we are racing to the bottom against broke people. Then we all go out of business because we can't afford to offer anything of real value on the margins that we're creating. And then no one wins. And then a new breed of entrepreneurs comes in and repeats the same cycle. And that's how the business works. That is how the business has been working for a really long time. Prove me wrong. I would love to hear it. So, if you are selling a service, well, let me talk a little bit more on this first. So, we normally determine price by racing to the bottom, and then no one wins, and we go out of business, and a new cycle of entrepreneurs comes in and continues that cycle. If you've ever driven, I have a feeling today you did this or last week. If you've ever driven down the road and looked at gas prices and then determined where you were going to buy gas based on the price, not based on the brand of the gas, that is what we call commoditization. Gas is a commodity. When we race to the bottom when it comes to pricing, we make fitness and health into a commodity. Here's the thing. If you are selling a service where they have to do something to get results, of course, that's all of us. We're selling transformations. We are selling behavioral change. That's not an easy thing to do. So, this is extra important. If you're selling a service that has something to do with getting them doing something in order to get results, then the price has to sting for them. So you are obligated to charge a high price if you care about your people getting results. The pain of their price is the thing that focuses their attention. Their attention is the thing that gets them the results. So no pain not only equals no gain, but it equals no commitment to the result. We are all so tempted when we're having that price conversation to back off, to back off, to back off. When we decrease our price or charge prices that are too low, we decrease the commitment and the value in the eyes of the consumer. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. There's something called the virtuous circle of price that I'm going to teach you. But I just want you to buy into that idea. Suspend your disbelief for a minute, get rid of your discomfort around pricing, and realize that if you don't charge enough, you are doing your clients a disservice because you do not have their full commitment and attention. All right. So that's a little bit about the why. Why do we need to charge a proper price in order to ensure that our people get the results? Now I want to talk to you a little bit about how to charge that proper price. And the first thing I want to tell you is this. You got to get confident. You got to get confident, and that's not something we all have just right out of the gate. Now, some of you guys have been working in a facility or in corporate or in a medical system for a really long time, and you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that you can deliver a weight loss transformation or a health transformation all day long. You have that confidence. But even so, you still go out and underprice yourself. Am I right? In order to charge proper prices, you have to outwork your self-doubt. You have to deliver and you have to keep delivering so that you are getting your people results. And then you have to keep doing that until you are so confident that you can deliver results that you know that your prospective customer is wrong if they say no to you. You know that they're going to go out and find an inferior coach. You feel sorry for them because you know they are not going to get the results that they are looking for because you're the person that can deliver the results. And the rest of those coaches are just people. They're just a thing. So you have to be so confident in your product that you know you can deliver results and you know you are the person for the right people, for the people who are action takers and for the people who fit your niche, for the people that you want to work with. It doesn't have to be everybody. All right. And here's how you get that confidence. You have to start by starting. That's the place where a lot of us get hung up. And that's the thing that I really teach new business owners in the Fitness Business Kickstart. So if you've taken the Fitness Business Kickstart, or if you're looking to take the Fitness Business Kickstart weekend that's happening May 14th, that's one of the biggest things that new businesses get out of that program. Or even if you're teaching like monthly subscription or by donation and you know you need to make a change, you have to start by starting. And I teach you how to do that in that Fitness Business Kickstart. So just a little side note there. You have to start doing it somewhere. You have to start doing it somewhere. You can't keep putting it off. You can't keep spending months putting content in the can. You can't keep writing and rewriting your lessons. You got to just start. When you start, now you're serving people. Now you're learning how they learn. Now you're learning where they stumble. Now you're learning how to deliver this product to them and get them results. From there, you just keep refining that product, but you can't refine if you don't start. Then, after a few transformations, after you've really seen people get results from what you teach, your conviction will become stronger than their skepticism, and selling this product becomes easier and easier, even at the proper price. Notice I'm not calling it a high ticket item. I'm calling it the proper price. All right. And I know, y'all, this is a hard subject for a lot of you. I know that a lot of entrepreneurs believe that charging higher prices is a crime. I know that you guys have trouble with this concept. Here's what I want to say about that. Never charge more than it is worth to your customer. So we are not talking about taking someone's head off. We're not talking about being like a used car salesman who might sell you a car that is that they are charging you more than it's actually worth. That is not what we're talking about. We're talking about charging a price that allows your customer to place a value on what you offer and take it seriously. So there are two pieces to this. When I say many entrepreneurs believe that charging high prices is a crime, I've got two arguments against that. Well, not arguments against that. I'm actually supporting it. First of all, never charge more than it is worth to your customer. And the second is you do need to charge 10 to 100 times more than it costs you to fulfill. All right. So with most of us, we are delivering a transformation. It's an information product, right? We could deliver it all day long, which is why we tend to undervalue it because it's coming out of our minds and it's not a tangible thing. But we do have expenses that go along with this. You have to have your internet connection. You may be renting studio space. You have to buy your lighting and your computer and all of the camera equipment, all the stuff. So you need to add that stuff up and make sure that you are covering that times 10, times 20, times 30 with your yearly income. And that should be no problem to do because we all are really low overhead businesses. What I am trying to say right now is I'm trying to let you off the hook for feeling guilty that you're a low overhead business. It is okay for you to charge 10 to 100 times more than it costs you to fulfill this product. Y'all, we are in business to make money, not to serve more people. Now, we love serving people, and I know that is hard for you guys to hear because I have spent 2 years just working with fitness professionals and personal trainers. I get it. You guys are uncomfortable with talking about making six figures, and you went into the business to make an impact and to change lives. However, your business has to make money first. So you have to make money over serving more people. Give me your comments. Let me know if that makes sense to you. I'm going to say it like this. So, we are in business to make money, not to serve more people. If you have 42 clients paying you 50 bucks a month, you will make $50,000. That's 42 clients. Most of us have more like 10 to 20 clients. So 42 clients at $50 a month will make you $50,000. 84 clients at $50 a month will make you $100,000. So that's kind of a monthly subscription model. And I see you guys do this over and over again. You take your full transformation, and rather than making it into a high ticket product, you roll it back and you put all of that into your monthly subscription. Now, saying everything that I've said to you today, do you see how that does not allow your clients to really make the transformation you're asking them to make? Because you're not asking them to make the financial commitment. You're giving all of that to them within that price that you charge for your monthly subscription, where they should just be doing 2 yoga classes with you a week or doing some Zumba with you. So contrast those numbers: 84 clients to make $100,000 a year at $50 a month. If you were to charge $2,500 for 1 year long commitment or 1 6-month commitment, and you were to promise the transformation, the result that you already promise, you only need 20 clients to make $50,000. I'm going to repeat that. You only need 20 clients to make $50,000. Doesn't that make sense? Now, let me ask you this. Which set of clients do you think you are able to serve at the highest of your ability? 84 clients paying you 50 bucks a month and hoping that all 84 of them stay with you for the full year? Or is it just 20 clients? Is it just 40 clients? Really being able to dig in and make a difference with those clients. All right. So I want to say one more thing here, and then we are going to move on. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this next week when we talk about why low prices don't work. So I want to say this. Oh, I told you I would tell you the virtuous circle of price. So let me tell you this. When we decrease our price, or when we charge prices that are too low, which is that virtuous circle of price, this is a concept that Alex Hormozy teaches all the time. What happens when the price is too low is that we destroy their emotional investment. We destroy their ability to make results because they have no investment. We destroy their confidence in our product, and we destroy our own ability to invest in their results because we don't have any money left over to make the experience exceptional. We don't have any money left over we don't have any time. We don't have any energy left over in order to just create better resources for them, just spend more time with them, just have more white space to do the higher level thinking that they need from us. So let me know if that makes sense to you, you guys. If you don't have any margin, if you're just working all the time to make sure that you've constantly got 84 people in your program, you don't have any margin left over to do all of the higher level things. I want everyone within the sound of my voice to be making over $100,000 changing lives. How freaking rewarding would that be? Is that? I'm doing it. All right. I want to say one more thing. People do not buy these services based on price. And we're going to talk more about that next week. But the truth is, people do not buy transformational products, especially ones that require them to make behavioral change based on price. All right. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to leave that for next week. We're going to talk more about that next week. All right. So we talked today about why it's important that you charge a proper price, because we normally race to the bottom with other people who are flat broke and then nobody wins, because you are selling a service where we are asking people to invest not only their time, but their belief and their behavior in the transformation that you offer. And you cannot do that until that price is just a little painful. And how do we do that? We get our confidence together. We start by starting. We create a price that allows them to place a value on what we offer. And then we get really real about the fact that this is not going to be purchased on price, even if you get pricing and objections during the sales process. The virtuous circle of price means that transaction leads to transformation. And there is no other way to do it. You guys, you have to charge, and you have to charge a proper price. This is why I do not allow my accelerators to do donation-based pricing. All right. Thursday on Instagram Live, I'm going to be live with Denise and Bessie, and we are going to talk about royalty-free music. We are going to talk about all of the things that are happening in her business and how you can take advantage of new pricing models for those royalty-free songs and albums that we all need for our videos. I want to talk to you guys about something else. So I've promised you that I would give you some information on the accelerator because I'm restructuring some things and I'm adding all kinds of benefits, and I'm so excited about it. So let me tell you just a little bit. If you don't know, the accelerator is my program where I take you from gym employee or struggling broke entrepreneur to profitable, empowered entrepreneur. I know that is a really big promise. We have 5 milestones that we move through. I teach you everything that you need to know in order to get your social media under control and producing results, in order to understand your accounting systems, understand your scheduling and your logistics. Get your income up right away. One of the biggest things we do in the program is as soon as you join, I meet with you and I tell you do XYZ so that you are making enough money that your business is paying for the program. And that is really important to me. So we get your income up right away and then we keep going from there. I teach you how to hire a VA and how to get help so that you're not doing everything on your own. And I teach you about adding different types of income into your stream of income so that you're diversified and so that you're doubling and tripling your income as time goes on. All right. So 5 milestones. There's a curriculum. There's a Facebook group. We do tons of office hours. Debbie Bellinger coaches us on corporate partnerships within those office hours. I coach on mindset, strategy, and coaching skills. But I want to tell you a few more things that I'm adding now, starting today. The first one is so exciting. So I'm adding in the ability for you to take advantage of a done for you tech stack. So the idea that you need a funnel and a lead magnet and a sales page and your email system and your website and a weekly newsletter, all of those things that seem to stress you guys out so much, I have employed someone that is going to go ahead and just create those things for you. So when you come into the accelerator, if you do not have all those things already in place, we're going to create for you your website. And it is a website where you can deliver your workouts. We are working with Wix Fit right now on that. Your about page, your first funnel. We're going to give you some lead magnets to choose from, and we're going to set that up for you. The sales page, the thank you page, the email system with the scripts, and how to follow up. I'm going to teach you exactly how to follow up when people come into that system, that funnel system, so that you are actually making sales. Because here is where people drop the ball. Here is where every fitness professional drops the ball. They think that the funnel is supposed to be this automatic thing that makes sales, and they don't follow up. I teach you my follow-up system so that you are actually making sales, not just bringing people into your funnel. On top of that, we've added what I like to call the servant leader content map. This is where you are going to strategically and intentionally plan and execute your social media so that it builds your audience and nurtures them toward a sale. So this is, you often hear me talk about feel good sales. You often hear me talk about servant leader sales. This is the idea that we bring new people into our ecosystem and we serve the crap out of them and love on them. And we do it in a strategic way so that the right ones, the ones that want our results, the ones that fit with us, the ones that we want to serve, become customers. So the servant leader content map is a whole other piece that we've recently added to the accelerator. We are also adding monthly and weekly reporting systems so that you can track your progress and I can track your progress so that we stay accountable to each other within the program. When you first come in, you'll be given the niche calculator. I want to make sure that you are clear on who you serve. So there's this niche calculator, this cool tool we've come up with where you answer a few questions and then the niche calculator gets sent to me, and I give you a few ideas on who I believe your perfect niche is. And then we discuss it and we identify for sure who you work with. And the last piece that we've recently added that I love so much because it really just empowers business builders to move forward is the conversation starter scripts. So it's all of the things that you need in order to start conversations. And I know this has been a big one for me in my life. Just being told, okay, you're going to direct message this person, and rather than sending them this long pitch that looks like the thirsty messenger or the shirtless personal trainer, you're just going to say this to them and it's going to get you in conversation with the right people. Blah, and it happens. Or I want you to post this 10-word question on your social media so that you can identify some people to have conversations with. Conversation starter scripts. So valuable. All right, y'all. And I have restructured also the way that people come into the accelerator. So I've often said, I want you to be with me for a year. I want you through all the different seasons of that transformation, becoming an entrepreneur or becoming a profitable entrepreneur for the first time. So I want to have you through all those seasons, but I've created a 4-month membership. And then from there, you can continue on. And the 4-month membership is $3,800. So you're able to pay in full for $3,800 and get that 4 months. And it's an intense 4 months. We are going to meet a whole bunch. You're going to get all the things and you're going to make that transformation within those 4 months, and then we are going to keep going from there. So once the 4 months is over, you get the continuity offer. It is a very, very reasonable continuity offer, and you keep going from there. So that is what I have restructured with the Accelerator program. If this sounds like it's for you, if you're like, yes, I know Kelly has done this with a ton of people. I know she has the goods. I've already gotten results from the things that she's taught me just for free in the podcast or from being in my Fitness Business Kickstart, then make a call with me. So I'm going to put the address for making a call with me into the comments and into the description of this video. And I just want you to make a questions call appointment with me. From there, I can answer all your questions. Here's what I do in these appointments. We talk about your business. If I see the gap between where you are and where you need to be, and it's something quick and simple that I can help you, just give you a few pointers on, I'm going to do that because I cannot help it. I'm a coach and I just coach. If I see that you're somebody that could really make that transformation and be that accelerator, I'll give you the information on the accelerator in a separate call. So we'll do a call that's specifically about all of the specifics, how we would work together. But those first calls are like, I just like to refer to it as a diagnosis. I just want to hear from you and I want to see if I can help. Then from there, we'll do a separate call about the accelerator. So I don't want you to feel any kind of nervousness or issues about creating one of those calls with me. I'm going to put the link out there everywhere that you can find this broadcast. You will see the link in the description. So take a look at that, grab your call with me. And I believe if you go to fitprosconnect.com/meet, you'll also get a page where you can grab that link and make that call with me. So just in case I've missed any of the locations where I broadcast this, go to fitprosconnect.com/meet, fitprosconnect.com/meet, MEET, and you'll find it there. All right. That is the information that I've got for you about the accelerator. I know a lot of you guys have been really excited to hear that new information. I would love to hear what you think. Give me all of your comments, contribute to the conversation. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps my viewership when you do that. So you're helping other fitness pros find this great information. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you're in the Grow Your Fitness Business for Instructors, Trainers, and Coaches group. That's where we network, support, and train. That's my primary location where you can find me most often, and I can't wait to support you there. All right. That's what I've got for you. You guys, I'm going to be at the beach while you're watching this, but I will be watching for your comments, and I'm looking forward to seeing you from there. I'll see you soon.